And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, ready to go here. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Ball, that's
just
out.
Off the outside edge. And the home opener is underway. On the ground. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw.
He's safe.
Throw offline. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. And now it's Mookie Betts. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Runner on the move, in the dirt.
Ball one, no strikes.
And now a man into scoring position. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And that one fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit
That's a
both
ball.
sides in terms of pitchers' arms,
2-1.
you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And a pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay throw.
Nope.
He
Safe.
makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Here's Josh Naylor. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Bregman pulls it down to the bag himself. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Merrill Kelly.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. And
Ball
that
one.
misses. And that is ball one. Swings through that one for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Here's Ketel Marte. And that's
a ball.
downstairs. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Kelly, in his 7th season, he throws a cutter, a changeup, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a slider.
Foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
1 out, base is empty.
Three,
and that's 2 in a row. Here's Trout. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right.
Nope.
Close,
Ball one.
but call the ball. And that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
He swings and fouls one off.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Good job to fight that one off.
Yep, that ball went out.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And the
Ball
first pitch
inside.
misses for ball one. That one
Inside, ball two.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter.
And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. Ohtani back to work. In the air, left field, down the line. Corrals it. And there's one away. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a foul out of play. Cut on a miss, struck him out, and there's two away. Stephen Kwan digs in now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. And out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 1-0. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And gone. He'll touch them all. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Foul ball. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the second. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Carroll in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Did he go?
Gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And he held back, according to Ricky Halladay. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, Singy. L.A. winning their second title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
Springer racing after it. And it's caught for the out. Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Byron Buxton. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one
That's outside.
just misses the outside corner, and that's ball 1. In the dirt, but kept close. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. Mookie Betts will get us started. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A solo shot. It's 4-0. And now it's Josh Naylor. And that one in the air center field. Buxton moves under it. Hauls it in for the out. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In the air, left field, down the line. And it stays fair.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but
That's a
got the
ball.
bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Suarez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Nope.
Just
That's
off
inside.
the inside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Man at first, one away. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And
Nope.
foul ball.
Foul ball.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Juan
Ball 1.
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. In the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it, and that is that. Back here in L.A., here's the shortstop at the plate, David Hamilton. Pitch misses
Ball.
there. Ball 1. The
Ball.
shortstop
That's
takes the
inside.
ball. Just
No.
missed.
Inside.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits.
And that one hammered. And it's off the foul foul pole for a home run. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Full extension makes the catch. And now batting, Mike Trout. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the
Part of
count.
the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Naylor. And he takes
Got
it
him.
himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Late with the swing there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. Now
Ball.
one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Throws to first
Out.
in time. Out number 3. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Now he steps off to reset.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And the batter is George Springer. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Buxton snags it for the second out. This is Corbin Carroll. 0 for 2 in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the
Carroll,
count.
24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some
Nope,
serious
that's a
bat
ball.
speed to generate contact like that.
1-0.
And no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
Fly ball down the line. Trout is there. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez. Off the
Nope,
plate,
outside.
ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Just missed.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Springer makes his way towards it. He's there. He's got it. One away. And now it's Alex Bregman. Flied to right his first time.
Ball, that's inside.
Just missed. The D-backs leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground,
off the plate,
it's
ball
gonna
1.
find some holes.
Smith takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And a foul ball.
Aye.
Bregman, the base runner at first with 1 out.
Aye.
That one, it's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton, struck out swinging his first time. In the dirt. Springer there makes the catch. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Ohtani back to work. And there's the ball.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being.
Can't glove it cleanly.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Josh Hader gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Counts
First
1-0.
pitch, not close. Out to short, Hamilton. There's one.
He's out.
Not in time
Safe.
at first. It's a fielder's choice. Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And
Ball
that
1.
misses. And it's 1-0.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
A little bit
Ball
low.
2.
That one
Outside, that's a ball.
3-1 now. And
Ball 4, that
forward
pitch
to
is low.
aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Quan
Ball
in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Hader, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results
Infield
in
fly
a ton
rule,
of
batter's out.
strikeouts in a tough spot like this.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Del Castillo
Hey!
in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Buxton makes the catch, and that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's a speed threat, David Hamilton. Tap foul at the plate. Short the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-2. And that
Ball one.
Upstairs, ball one.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That's ball two.
And George makes the grab, and there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. Spot, they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10
one ball,
wins
one
in
strike.
a season.
Ball, that's outside.
And that's
ball
down
three.
And away. The Dodgers
3 balls,
trailing
1
by
strike.
2, last half of inning number 5. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ketel Marte. Little chopper rolls foul. The 0-1. And that one
Ball,
missing
that's inside.
A sharp slider. Ohtani, the runner at second with 1 away. That's
ball
a
two.
little bit low. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And this place is rocking. And we're starting over. It's 4-4. Trout now at the plate as he swings through strike
0-1.
That's outside.
Ball, that's out.
And 1-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next
ball,
pitch
that's
is
out.
Outside. Fires to first on the run.
Out.
And they get the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in L.A., and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Part of what makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically, his fastball is labeled as a sinker. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Chopped left side. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
He caught it behind his back. Over to first.
He's out.
And that's a nice play to end the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Alex Bregman. First pitch, and he just misses. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 5-4. No outs. Runner at first. And next for L.A., Will Smith.
Should he go?
Swing. Now an appeal to first. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. And that's
nope, that's off the plate. Ball
now
2.
2-0. And
that's ball 3. I got 3-0.
And that is out of play. Carroll under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Now here is Byron Buxton. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Squirts away a little bit. The big behind with that swing. It's strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just
that's in.
Missed.
Ball 2.
That
ball.
One misses. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Run game. 1 out, 1 on. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Bregman runs. Stays alive. Runner goes again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner on the move again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Runner goes again. Dive, and he's got it. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. And stepping in is the speedy David Hamilton. 1 for 2. First
that's
pitch
a ball.
Doesn't find the zone. Two outs and 1 in scoring position.
Ball, that's just out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-2 the count.
That
3.
95 to finish him off. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Mookie Betts. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Michael Kopech.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close.
Inside,
there's
ball
not much
1.
margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Ball inside.
Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And strike 1 to Mookie Betts. That's a strike.
2.
The count is even 2-2. Ripped on a line to center. Makes the grab 1 down.
Yeah, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Fouled off. He was late. Kopech, a 6'3 righty, 220 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. They got it for out number 2. Randall Grichuk now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Buxton makes the play, and it's out number 3. Set for the last half of the 7th, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and
Ball,
pick up
that's
a
in.
run.
That's off the inside corner. 1-0. And there's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fastball for a strike.
Three.
Struck him out looking. And up next for Los Angeles, Ketel Marte. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's through for a hit.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Swinging a foul straight back.
That's a
Just
ball.
off the outside edge, and the count is 1-2. Marte over at first with 1 away. Betts running hard to get it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Dish is Freddie. 0 for 3 in this one. First
Ball,
pitch
that's off the plate.
misses. Springer there makes the catch, and that ends the inning. We're at the top of the 8th, and the batter now, Eugenio Suarez. Kopech back to work. Just
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge.
What do you
Check
got?
swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Looking to get the tying run on base. 1-1 on the gun, swing.
2
and a
balls,
miss.
1 strike.
Check
Aye.
swing, called strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Close
3-2.
but called a ball. And the count is filled up. And that one lifted in the air center field. Buxton sizes this one up, hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Stephen Kwan will hit next. He's new pitcher for the Dodgers, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hand
In the dirt, blocked. To second for one, and it's over his head. And the runner holds. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back singles, kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Springer up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And now
That's ball 2.
1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
This to third. And it gets by him. Around third. He scores to tie it up.
Oh, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now Geraldo Perdomo. And that one fouled off. On the ground left side, 6, 4,
He's out.
3.
He's
it's
out.
a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. The batter now. Teoscar Hernandez. That's down. One hops off the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay. Tag
On the
out.
tag, he's out.
They cut down the go-ahead run at third. Now it's Alex Bregman. That's through there for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And right back to the mound. Will Smith to the plate. Betts hauls it in to end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. Ball 1 there.
1. Ball 1, no strikes.
Check swing, called strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him.
He'll do it himself, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Here's Mookie to hit, known for his late-inning heroics. New pitcher now, Edgardo Henriquez. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. To third. Throws across the diamond, and Betts is set down. Now up next for Arizona, Josh Naylor. First
Ball,
offering,
that's
and it
inside.
just misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Next
Nope,
pitch
inside, ball 2.
2 balls and a strike.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits.
That's
so very
inside.
important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
3-1 now. And that's ball
Take
4.
your base, ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Randall Grichuk. Ball 1, no
outside.
strikes. Misses
Ball 2.
again, 5 in a row. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He will score and the Diamondbacks take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
1 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Just missed. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. In the air to left down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And that one is inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. So bottom of the ninth, here's the center fielder. Byron Buxton. And George makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Digging in, David Hamilton. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
No balls, 2 strikes.
A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that is Springer. 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Both the infield and the outfield shifted over to the right. And that one fouled off. Next
Off
pitch
the plate,
is
ball
inside.
1.
1-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
6-5.